All right, good evening, Ken at Tortoise Capital Nightly Strategy Podcast, September 23rd, 2024. Got a handful of sniper trades of the day. We're going to start with energy on 3 minutes. That's the orange or purple is the gap down, blue is the OR3. That's the OR3 breakout to the upside with the standard risk box. Uh, it pulls back to the Bollinger Band mean, which I exit with about an R. It then immediately reverses and goes higher, takes out the previous PSAR. So that's this level here I'm looking at. My reentry. That's a Kata 2. Take the skin of the dragon and the RL10 cross into 30. Basically, it rolls over and kicks me out for about 2R. Try the PSAR flip for a scratch. Crosses the VWAP intraday. I take that short. It gives me about another R, just in time to miss the downward move. Um, so that's pretty much a up the mountain, down the mountain to net zero. It opens around here. Perfect move up, perfect move down, and then that's nothing for the day. So there is room to trade inside the intraday waves, if you will. This is Walmart on 3 minutes. This was the a wild ride here at the close on Friday. This is the opening range 3. That's the breakout. Walmart just like, what do you want for nothing? 2R re-entry for about half and exit by the close. Very orderly move. A lot of the tech leaders are in the froth, if you will, but some of these Main Street leaders are picking up the slack. So Walmart is a favorite of mine for that. This is Palantir, a long-term play of mine. That's a OR3. The breakout from the OR3 with a PSAR flip box size. It's kind of noisy, but took 2. Tried a Kata 2. I'm only long Palantir. And then scratched, and then it was late in the day. Tesla 3 minutes. That's purple one is the gap up. The blue box is the OR3. Could have been in, probably should have been in that a little sooner, but I took the OR3 breakout. It came back through the dragon for about half an hour and then immediately reversed higher. So I re-entered for a scratch, and I just took the half. There were other things that were moving better. This is marijuana. So this is like, along with Tesla, this is one of the 2 or 3 best intraday traders for reliable large volatility and volume every day. So that's your OR3. There's your breakout of the OR3, and it breaks above the previous day's VWAP. So that's new territory. That's my standard risk box down to the PSAR. It just climbs the wall of worry, comes back through the PSAR, and I had to get out before it crossed the VWAP. So that's about an R. And I left it alone after that. This one is DIA on the 10 minutes. Relatively large looking OR10. because it was mostly a sideways chop today, so that's scale. But there's a breakdown, immediately reversal for about half an hour loss, stop and reverse, scratch, and just left it alone because there were other things that were moving, and this was locked in the chop all day. Last one, Devon Energy on 10 minutes. There's your OR10. There's the OR10 breakout with a standard risk box. I take the 1-2 exit for an R. Breaks the PSAR and the VWAP short. Take the skin of the dragon exit for about an R. There's the SSC entry, standard scratch. So about 2R on that one, just trading the intraday oscillation. We had no trades posted, so we're going to jump to the daily. And this is our 30-day market health check here. Just highlight, this is the all-time high right here. The 3-day VWAP, anchored VWAP, it's right there within spitting distance of that all-time high. Very narrow range day today. So that sets up a zero state ready to break out or collapse all the way back to 555, which is the 30-day anchored VWAP and the Bollinger Band mean. So that is really the downside target. If this collapses, it gets through the skin of the dragon, spine of the dragon, 5-day low, all the way down to here. That would not be an unusual move. And you can see days in the recent past that were like that had a move of that magnitude. So yeah, can it move that far in one day? Sure can. But your 3-day anchored VWAP is right where price is. The 5-day anchored VWAP is favorable and looking up. The 10-day anchored VWAP just shows a really strong 10-day move and up. The 30-day is this little anchor here. It held and is now starting to resume its upward move. So all things considered, this is really as healthy a market as you could ask for, being at all-time highs. My one concern is that this is the next 6 weeks is the silly season for the market. It's going to be maximum chaos. The Fed has already laid its chips down for a 50 basis point reduction in interest rates, and neither national candidate is likely to say anything meaningful or sensible or binding for the economy in the next 6 weeks. Everything they're saying is to get elected, and then nobody knows what kind of legislation will pass until we see the composition of the House and Senate, which are both up in the air right now. So you can't even make a prediction about what happens after the elections in November. So what that says is the next 6 weeks are going to be maximum chaos, lots of intraday volatility, but relatively little follow through is the most likely scenario. On the other hand, if it does break above that all-time high, there's no resistance overhead, and who wants to sell? Who wants to sell if it breaks higher? Nobody. And there's clear price levels on the way down. If we do see some weaknesses, we have the ability to frame those trades with intraday shorts. But I'm not holding shorts overnight on this market. I don't even want to hold longs overnight in this market unless I've already built in a lot of markets money as a protective device. So that's my strategy, is maximum intraday trading right now. The 30-minute was basically sideways all day with the narrowest range of the last 30 days. That's a market that's just waiting to see. We have dashboard one. Bullish normal, strongly overbought, favorable volatility. Of course, it feels up. It's at an all-time high. And, um, you know, where else in the world are you going to get a better deal than the US right now? With the guns blazing around the world, China uh, pushing the Philippines around, ramming their ships. There's madness everywhere you look at. By comparison, the US still looks like a safe haven. The Dow Tactical breakouts to the upside in IBM, 3M, Tesla, and Chevron. So the winners continue to win. Intel continues to make a strong move from their Apple partnership. Get a lot of ground to recover though. ETF 30, tactical summary, mostly just upside breakouts. Um, Defensive plays like gold. Ag is looking strong now, a 3-month high today. Emerging markets were strong. Uranium in the energy sector, and then discretionary and metals. So this is not tech leadership leading this up. This is like Main Street and just posturing with um, common sense winning positions like Walmart continue to make a lot of sense to me. Here's your auto framer, still a handful of things that are looking favorable. Brazil is in a momentary swing that looks good. A ton of squeezes today because how narrow the S&P was. You got tech on the super squeeze along with the SPY. When the three tightest squeezes are S&P tech, NASDAQ tech, the S&P, and the fifth one is NVIDIA, that tells you how narrowly the market is trading. And the sixth one is diamonds. That's how tight this market is ready and poised for a breakout. Being dominated in the summer. These are the winning plays right now. Tesla, the energy sector. Home Depot, I love. They made a nice recovery and they had a 2-day breakout. McDonald's at 119. I liked Devon Energy today and I will like it tomorrow at 134. But look at you got JP Morgan, Walmart, McDonald's, and Home Depot. That's what's leading the way up right now. It's those consumer staples. And standard work here: marijuana, Nvidia, Tesla, clean energy, and Intel, the top five maximum trading volume. And marijuana's got a 3.2 fraud quality and 4.5% intraday range reliably over the last 30 days. That makes that a great intraday trader, and that's why it's on my list today. All right, that's everything for today. We'll get this published and posted and be ready for these guys tomorrow. Take good care. Go Chiefs.